up further. So, dude, but what about the Jack Harlow song?
I thought it was dope. I think I was kind of annoyed that I heard the snippet. Like, I felt like everywhere I went, I was hearing it. So when I did finally get to hear it, it was kind of like old to me at that point, because I know the sample and I know that song in the GL, like that shit was replaying through my head like for a week straight before the shit came out. I thought it was dope overall. He always has lines in there that impress me. I'm just like, how did he think of that? I don't know if it's one of the ones that I'll necessarily be replaying from him a ton. As much as I do love that Fergie song. Sometimes like the sampled tracks, especially if it's sampling a song that like I grew up with or was old enough.
Bro, I was still in India when that song came out and it was bumping there. So fam, that was a worldwide hit. Right. That's not just some like, you know, B-side album shit. Like that was a worldwide banger. So yeah, like there's pressure when you sample that shit.
And I think that's what makes it hard for me. Like when Saweetie sampled like Blow the Whistle by Too Short, I'm like, Too Short didn't release a song that long ago in my head. So I'm like, I'll just listen to Too Short. Like this isn't some 70s fucking sample. And I think for me, sometimes when that happens, when these artists resample relatively new songs, it's still hard for me to get the original out of my head because I was like a teen at that point. So it wasn't that long ago. So it's definitely not one of my favorites of his, but I still think it's solid. He's going to get a ton of love from it. Like, what girl doesn't like that fucking song? And his fan base is like 80% women, I feel like. Dudes still think he's a dope MC, but like in terms of the comments, it's just all girls like, yo, like, marry me, blah, blah, blah. So
I think I forwarded you a TikTok that he did like a part of that snippet, and bro, like every female on my timeline was posting that shit with like the drool emoji, like, oh my God, I cannot wait. I'm like, bro, like it's whatever, dude. These their own. But yeah, I agree with all you that like hearing that out loud, like I think that's probably how I felt. Like I think the original Glamorous was not that far away that I don't know, man. When I heard it, I wish I didn't hear the snippets. Like that's where I think snippets, and I think Tyler even said in an interview recently, like snippets are corny as fuck. Cause like you make people then have different expectations. Either we expect your shit to be trash and we heard a snippet, so now we're going into it like, yo, this is gonna be awful. Or we think it's gonna be hot and it's not, and we're like, yo, like you fell off. So yeah, I really think that snippet shit may need to stop. But yeah, it was fine, bro. Like I would never call Jack Harlow's song trash. But yeah, it didn't do anything for me. I mean, that's cool. You sampled this and it was fun. But like if this is your, again, which is crazy because it's probably going to do crazy numbers. It's probably going to be charting on Billboard, if that even matters. But to be almost like your lead single, it's just like, like for me, it was almost like a throwaway track. It's like a track you just have on your album that's fun, but it's not like something I'm actually trying to like promote like crazy.
Exactly. And I feel like, because a lot of people I think are trying to pit him as the next Drake. And to me, this one, I feel like skewed more pop. And
this song is more Post Malone than Drake.
Yeah. And I just don't know if that's going to put him in the position to be considered one of the rap goats for this second album. Because his first album, I think, was pretty good and was pretty well received, but it wasn't, nobody was like, this is a classic. Like, oh my God, he's the new king. So from my perspective,
I think that what that album did for him, no matter cut you off, I think what that album did for him was like, we know you can rap. Like that just let him like come to the conversation. And then this next album is gonna be like, all right, well, who are you now that we accepted you? Like, what are you gonna bring to the table to take it to a different level?
Right. Well, it's like, we know you can rap with the first album. Then we know he can be a superstar because everyone loves him. He's funny, girls like him, whatever. So for me, I'm like, this second album better be You're a Good Kid, Mad City, and like just prove not only can you rap, but you can make at least a few top charting songs that like everybody's fucking with and playing in the club. And the first two songs that he released, this and the Nail Tech, by no means trash songs, by no means bad. I think they're,
but just whatever,
could be considered above average or whatever. But they didn't stick for me personally.
No. Yeah, at all, dude. And like, to be fair, like holding him to his own standard, bro. Because like, what's popping in an age where we were so ready with ADHD from like TikTok? That song was here for fucking a year and a half.
Oh, and I was here. That song I didn't get sick of. That's how I know that shit was a hit, because I could listen to that song all day, every fucking day.
Right. So again, dude, I'm sure Eminem felt this. Drake feels it every year. Like, bro, you're a victim of your own success, bro. But yeah, like, but Nail Tech and yeah, this one, like, they're not bad. But it's like, what gets me worried is like, if you're thinking these are lead singles.
Oh yeah, that's what concerns me too.
Like, bro, you think this is it, fam?
Yeah.
No.
Right. Unless it's some smart tactic where he's doing the throwaways, quote unquote, right now, and then he's got like 4 bangers with Drake and like Kendrick or something.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a Drake feature.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Wherever They Were Hanging Out. Yeah. That's gonna be the title of the song, like fucking Turks and Caicos or some shit.
Yeah. That's funny, bro. Because people have tried to use that tactic, but that shit never works. Like, let me give you the whatever records now, then come with the haymaker. It's like, yo, you're really thinking you're gonna keep my attention, fam? Like, no, like,
right.
With
especially
every
for
whiff,
sales.
Yeah. Because I think 50 Cent tried to justify that when he dropped the album that was competing with Kanye. And he's like, well, I was just, giving you a couple of songs, and I came out with the Justin Timberlake song. It's like, yo, bro, but we already said Kanye won a month before. So like, bro, we were done. Right. So, but yeah, again, but Jack Harlow's in a very, lucrative position right now. Like, he's not losing people's attention, but I think he's going to realize these songs did not do what he intended them to do.
Right. And like you said, to be clear, like, he's winning. I think he'll continue to win. Bro. I think what we're referring to more so is like that respect that Joyner and all these other guys are hoping to win. Like, if they want to be in that top 5 conversation, then personally, I don't think these songs are going to cut it to be in that conversation, regardless of how many millions or whatever he makes.
Yeah, totally agree, dude. Totally agree. All right.